Hi, I'm Taylor Gorton, Miss Oklahoma USA 2016, and I'm interviewing with thePageantGuy.com. My crowning moment started out pretty typical. It was like the, ugly cry face. Actually, it wasn't the cry face first. It was shock, and then I cried, and then I started laughing, and then I did some more ugly cry. So if I'm walking you through, those are the emotions, the emotional roller coaster. And then I turned into my 12-year-old self. So instead of being regal and poised and just like taking in the moment and doing this beautiful wave, I was like, and just being this like 12-year-old version of myself that I haven't seen in a while, especially so documented. But I wouldn't take it back. I think it shows that youthful side of me in such a role of, poise and elegance that I can kind of break through that and still have fun with it and, find the beat in a crowning moment song. So despite how big I like my hair, that it hasn't cushioned the blow quite enough. I've actually had 3 concussions, 2 of which were in car accidents, one of which I don't want to expand on because I was actually working out. Super embarrassing. But actually unrelated to that, I'm incredibly, injury prone. And I've broke my nose, the poor guy, 4 times. One time I was at a cheerleading practice and I'm dying for something, to reduce the swelling. And what do they come up with? A frozen burrito. And so here I am about 20 minutes from my house, driving in the car with a frozen burrito against my crooked nose. And, the comfort level wasn't necessarily great. We'll just say that. So growing up, I chose to be a vegetarian. And that all came to a screeching halt my senior year when I was actually at Miss Nebraska Teen USA's house, and they found out that I had yet to have a hamburger. And so they were determined to put this to an end, make me an American, and give me a hamburger. And the great thing about that is I loved it. I was a little stubborn at first, chewed slowly on the first bite, a little suspect, but then I grew to definitely appreciate them, and now my life is forever changed, and I actually had a hamburger today. The Gorton family has this slight obsession with the Grinch, and we actually not watch it 1 time or 2 times, but we watch it multiple times around Christmas. And with that tradition, I've kind of created this tradition of my own. I have quite the Grinch impression that has made me infamous in my family and friend, group. And they've actually, I've had a multitude of FaceTime calls that I think somebody's just checking in, but really they would like to broadcast my Grinch impression to the whole world that they're with. So without further ado, I'll give you guys my Grinch impression. Hate, hate, hate. Double hate. Loathe entirely. Dinner with myself at 7. I can't cancel that again. Well, I grew up in Glenpool, Oklahoma, and I had an Oklahoma twang like you wouldn't believe when I went to college at Lindenwood University. And my advisor actually kind of pulled me aside as a freshman and said, I would suggest that you take these acting classes, 2 semesters, not just 1. I needed 2 semesters of them, because we actually want to alleviate your accent and work on articulation. So I spent a long time knowing that Wills was actually wheels. So I've come a long way, and I'm so cultured now because of that 2 semesters of acting classes. So it was a great experience. Anyone that knows me knows that I eat, and I eat often. So there's this time period where if that hasn't happened, I get what I like to call hangry, and America may know it, but they don't know Taylor hangry, and it's kind of a scary situation, and luckily it doesn't happen that often. I typically have something with me on file, but when it does happen, it comes on strong, and you better get out of my way and give me a granola bar or a steak. I just want to say thank you today and every day, not only of my reign, but of my life, to the people that I am so indebted to. The Van Bros, my family, my friends, my sponsors, who have just stuck by me the 3 years that I competed, for Miss Oklahoma, and now on my journey to Miss USA. And your text, encouraging messages, whatever it is, I know that you're walking beside me or walking behind me and pushing me. all of it is so welcome, and it warms my heart to know that you're with me, and I can't say thank you enough.